there, my name's Siobhan Lancaster and I'm the CEO of 92 Energy. 92 Energy is a uranium exploration company. We recently listed on the ASX in April of 2021. 92 Energy is exploring for high-grade, unconformity type uranium in the Athabasca Basin. So for those of you who may not know about the Athabasca Basin, it's the most prolific uranium jurisdiction in the world. It has the highest grade uranium deposits in the world and some of the largest uranium deposits in the world. It also has some operating mines, including Cigar Lake, which is owned by Cameco, and only 10 kilometres from one of 92 Energy projects, the Clover Project. So why invest in 92 Energy? Well, the value proposition is very simple. 92 Energy provides ASX investors with direct exposure to the highest grade uranium district globally. So we're the only company that provides that exposure to the Athabasca Basin on the ASX. And we're also the only company that is listed on the ASX as a uranium explorer in the last 10 years. We're very fortunate. We have a breadth of industry experience at the board and management levels, combined with some brilliant exploration experience as well in the uranium space. We have a strong technical foundation. All of our projects have been selected using a prospectivity model on the Athabasca Basin, which means that they start from a very technical basis and they're selected using very sort of technical and innovative techniques. And of course, the timing for 92 Energy's IPO couldn't have been better. Uranium has had a massive resurgence, and this is basically driven by both supply and demand side factors, including the renewed demand for clean baseload energy solutions such as nuclear power. We have a very, very simple capital structure. So we have 66.2 million shares on issue, 7.1 million options, which are issued to staff and directors only. Our share price is 28.5 cents as at close on the 10th of June, and our market cap is $18.8 million. Our major shareholder is ISO Energy, and that is the result of a heads of agreement where we agreed to purchase some of our original projects from ISO Energy, who now own 16.25% of the company. So they're a very supportive shareholder in us. And we're very pleased to also welcome Elliston Capital to our share register. They have actually recently been buying on market, and they now have, according to their substantial shareholder notice, 6.17% interest in 92 Energy. And of course, 92 Energy, we recently raised $7 million at 20 cents per share on the 15th of April, 2021. It was a very successful IPO. It was heavily oversubscribed and closed early. And, you know, there was a great response from the market in general. So we've got a great board management team. Our board is led by Richard Pearce, who is our chairman. He's got great experience in the uranium industry, previously CEO of Wild Horse Energy. Myself, I'm ex-Extract Resources. I was the company secretary, corporate affairs for Extract Resources, and Extract, as you may or may not know, in the last cycle had the Husab uranium deposit. We discovered that deposit and went from a market cap of 3 million to 2.2 billion. We eventually sold out to the Chinese state-owned entity, CGNPC, whom I spent a bit of time working with at the end of the transaction and deal. So that was a great transaction and a great example of how exploration can really add to shareholder value as well along the way. Andy Wild is our exploration manager. He's absolutely fantastic. He's got a PhD in unconformity type uranium and was previously chief geologist for Paladin as well as Deep Yellow. We've also got Oliver Cruiser and Matt Gautsy on our board. The Athabasca Basin, what is there not to love about the Athabasca Basin? It truly is one of those very prolific areas. It's rich in unconformity type uranium deposits, which are amongst the highest and largest grade deposits in the world. The Athabasca Basin also hosts the Cigar Lake uranium mine, McArthur River mine, and also the Arrow deposit, which is currently just had a feasibility study done on it with a fantastic NPV, as well as many, many other deposits. And there's been recently several deposits discovered, including not ISO Energy's Hurricane deposit as well. So it's a fantastic part of the world to be located in. Also being in Canada, they're very nuclear focused, having a substantial portion of their energy mix being run by nuclear energy. So as you would know, and probably the reason why you're watching this, is the timing is right for a new uranium explorer. There's been very little uranium exploration done over the past 10 years. And as you may or may not know, this is sort of leading to this shortfall in supply, which is really about to hit the market. So it'll be interesting to see the impact that has on uranium prices. And then on the demand side, there's this much broader demand story around the focus to get to carbon neutrality by 2050. So as you would know, nuclear energy, it creates zero carbon emissions. It's a baseload form of energy, which means it runs 24/7. And in my opinion, it really is the best form of electricity that you can find out there in the market. So you will see a real shift in policymakers' mindsets as they're trying to hit those targets going forward. And because of all of these supply and demand dynamics, we really believe that there's significant opportunity for high-grade uranium resources and discoveries to add significant value for shareholders going forward. We have a highly capable technical team led by Andy Wild, who's our exploration manager. As I explained before, he's the former chief geologist for Paladin. Steve Blower is our exploration consultant. He was previously the vice president of ISO Energy for exploration and responsible for the hurricane, or leading the team to the hurricane discovery. And we've also got Axiom Exploration, who are based in Saskatchewan and assisting us with our on-the-ground exploration. Our projects, they are fantastic projects. All 5 of them are really fantastic projects. They've all been selected using our prospectivity mapping. We own 100% of the 21 claims. And the projects include Tower, Gemini, Clover, Powerline and Cypress River. So the main focus of our upcoming exploration program, which will be drilling in July of this year, is our Gemini Project. We've also been carrying out a V10 survey, which we've been flying over Gemini and Tower over the last month, and that will continue and hopefully will be finished by the end of this month. So we currently have exploration permits that have been granted over our Gemini and Tower projects. Our exploration strategy, as I noted, was to target high-grade unconformity type uranium and map those linear EM conductors in the basement using modern geophysics techniques such as V10 and Z10. So Gemini, this is our current focus for exploration. It's 6 mineral claims. There was a lot of exploration pre-1980s, but a lot of the drill holes seem to have been based on air photo lineaments or wildcat type holes. So we're very excited to apply modern geophysics and modern exploration techniques to this particular area. It's looking very shallow. The depth of the unconformity is between 0 and 170 meters, which means the drill holes that we drill will not need to be too deep. And sort of the shallow Athabasca cover is reminiscent of the depth to Arrow or RRR type deposits. Our target is open, pitable, unconformity type uranium. And the fantastic thing about this project is the amount of radioactive boulders to the south of the project, which are just down there, as well as the muskeg sampling. So these are bog and lake sediment sampling between 0 and 660 ppm, which, if you know anything about uranium grades, is very high if you were to compare that, say, to, for example, the average grade of the Husab deposit in Namibia. So we're very much looking forward to drilling Gemini this year. We've just been running a V10, so we've flown that over the southern portion of Gemini. As you can see, the V10 has picked up some nice conductivity, which we hope are graphitic rocks. So this has delineated these certain target areas, and we'll be doing some more an analysis on these areas to determine exactly where we're going to put our drill holes down for the coming exploration season. So this is very exciting for us. You know, it's all proving our theory around the prospectivity model, and we're really hoping that we have a very successful drill program coming up. So the Tower Project is only 10 kilometres from the famous Cigar Lake, which is one of the largest uranium mines in the world, and has a response to the north, which corresponds with the Thorborn Lake Sand Lake trend. There's only been 3 historical drill holes on it, and the depth's the unconformity. It's a little bit deeper than Gemini. It's between 170 to 260 metres. We are flying V10 over it, and we're very much looking forward to finding out whether there's any conductive response over the area, which we hope there is, and we'll be reporting to the market over the next month or so in relation to those results when we receive them. Clover has already had a great amount of Z10 flown over it. There's over 40 kilometres of conductive trend on the Clover project. It's a little bit deeper, but it's still a very good prospect for us with only 3 historic drill holes in the area. Powerline. So we recently pegged our Powerline project. It's very prospective for uranium with 6 mineral claims in the area and 35 occurrences of uranium documented within the project area. We're currently undertaking a desktop review, which we'll be reporting to the market over the coming weeks. Our Cypress River project likewise was picked up recently. We pegged this ground as well, and there has been 7 known uranium occurrences on this area, and we are currently undertaking a desktop review over this project area as well. So 92 Energy's exploration key catalysts are: we are currently completing our V10 over Gemini and Tower, with the southern portion largely complete. So we're finishing the northern portion of Gemini and carrying out the V10 over the Tower projects. We'll be delivering our targets for areas of interest for drilling at Gemini. So we'll be putting out an announcement about our upcoming drilling program in the current weeks. Our summer drilling program over Gemini is due to commence in early July, and we'll follow up with a winter drilling program. Depending on the results from Gemini, it will determine where we actually do that drilling program. So in summary, 92 Energy, it's a great exploration investment opportunity. We have 5 highly prospective projects selected from technical prospectivity mapping. We've got direct exposure to the highest grade uranium district globally, and experienced uranium team, both technically and corporate, with a supportive major shareholder in ISO Energy. And of course, the timing could not be better for the uranium market with all of the green energy buzz. So there's our disclaimer. Thank you very much for listening.